Hello, so I'm going to try this out. There might be a lot of background noise from the engine in the road, so this may not be the way to do it, but I just wanted to see how well this video would come out as we're driving. Sometimes don't have a lot of opportunity to stop and make a video. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Jay Cannell for giving me a shout out on his channel. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Glad somebody's watching. And I've got quite a few followers from your suggestions, so that's been a lot of fun. And I hope everybody keeps watching as I'm going on this adventure and journey. Starting to get questions from people that I'm not quite sure I'm qualified to answer, but I will do my best to do so. And again, it's stuff that I'm learning as I'm going, and that's really all this is just to kind of document my journey and hopefully maybe help some people along the way. One thing I do want to say to start this out with, because I had somebody make a comment that he wants to do OTR, but doesn't know how to get started. So my first question would be, why do you want to do OTR? Have you thought about the difference between OTR and a regional or a local route? My personal opinion is who wouldn't want to do this? If you're single and young, this probably would be the best time, I would think. Shannon disagrees, or he thinks differently. He thinks for a young person, this wouldn't be the life that you want because you're kind of socially restricted, and that makes a lot of sense. You're not going to meet a whole lot of people. You're on the road. You're alone. So if a social aspect of life is important to you, OTR is probably not going to be what you want. If are you married? Do you have kids? Those are going to have a lot of factors to do with it. Some people get into this, but they want to be home all the time because they have, family, loved ones at home that they want to see, which, is granted. So it's a hard life to live if there's people at home that you want to spend time with. So you have to take that into consideration too. So those are questions you have to ask yourself. OTR versus a regional route. And then you also have to consider, do you want to run as a team or solo, and what are the advantages of each of those? So those, again, some more questions. And the interesting thing that we're going to be able to report on is the difference in solo and team. So right now Shannon is out there running solo, and so he's learning all that aspect of it. And then when I get on the truck, obviously we'll be running team and we'll be able to report on that, but we're going to be able to have data from his time running solo that we can report back to you guys and give our opinions and what worked and what he had to learn and those things, the pros and cons. Also, company driver versus lease operator, owner operator, and the pros and cons from all those. So these are things that we're gonna just discover and report on back to you. One thing I do have to say is the opportunity that Prime has given us is, and other companies will probably have similar opportunities that they give, but specifically for Prime, because that's what I'm experiencing myself, is no other opportunity would have ever come to me where I would have the capability to make $100,000 a year without a 4-year degree, college education, or whatnot, or working my butt off to climb some corporate ladder for a decade, to get maybe close to it. I have the potential as a team to make $100,000 this year. Will we do it? We will see. We'll find out if that's really possible and what it takes to make it happen. But to be given one with total of 3 months training. We started in 1st of October, so 3 to 4 months training, depending on how well it goes. You're basically handed the keys of a $150,000 vehicle and said, okay, go make us some money. Then they're going to give you the loads, and they're going to give you the safety net to make you successful. So that's a big deal. I would be scared to death to try to go out and do that on my own. And going into this, again, we weighed the consequences of just being a company driver or a lease operator, and I was scared to death. No, we're going to do company. We're going to do company. Why? Because we have no risk. No risk at all. We're just going to, get paid by the miles, and we'll be fine. But Prime, obviously, if you succeed, only adds to their success. So they're going to make sure you succeed. Yes, is there a higher risk being a lease operator? There is. So it's not for everyone. There's some differences in being a solo driver versus team. It's going to make a big difference. Your margin of profit's not going to be as big, so you have to weigh that into consideration. And then home time's big. If Shannon and I are doing this together, so this is our life, this is our home, this is our house, this is our vacation, our work, our office, everything. If I was at home, would he want to be out here all the time? Probably not. He'd be wanting to come home. And would I be out here doing this without him? Hell no. I probably would now, but going into it, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have. But so you have to consider that. So anyways, if you have specific questions, or maybe some of you veteran drivers or seasoned drivers or new drivers can add some comments below. What is your take? What is your opinion? What have you found? What works and what doesn't work? What would you advise and what wouldn't you advise? Like I said, we're going into this and we're taking some big chances and some risks, and it's not for everybody. Everybody's circumstances are going to be different for each individual person. So guys, tell me, what do you recommend for OTR versus a regional or local route, solo versus team, company versus lease operator? Leave your comments below and I'll report back on it on my next video. Thanks, I look forward to it.